Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the 22 cal Air Ranger. This one is approximately a year old. It's got a 17-inch shrouded barrel. It's 40.5 inches overall length. It weighs 7.7 pounds unscoped. It's a bolt action rifle, as you can see here. It comes with a single shot tray and a 10-shot magazine. You can put poly mags in the 10-shot magazine. 22 caliber poly mag right here, got 10 of them. You just drop them in. Now you got to be careful that it doesn't go too far, because if it goes too far it catches. So once you get it in, you're good to go. They will have no problem cycling at all in the magazine. Daystate has my favorite magazine. And the reason why is it's got its own spring, and on the bottom it's got a lever that actuates. Every time this lever gets pushed by the actuator arm on the bolt, it rotates once. So that means I can take my magazine, I can put it in here, I can cock my rifle, the magazine advances, then I can push it forward, put the pellet in, and take it back out. And then I can put the magazine back in and it won't rotate, and I can push it back in. So the magazine doesn't use the pellet to stop, so you don't get any deformed skirts. I found no accuracy difference between a magazine and the single shot tray. It's just a matter of preference. Now there was no pellet in here, so we don't have to worry. And we can also decock the gun. We do that by pulling back on the bolt, putting the rifle on fire, squeezing the trigger, and then slowly letting that back down. They have a really nice Manelli stock. It's got, checkered on here. It's got, well, some have stippling here. This one doesn't. They're a very nice shaped stock, very comfortable stock. They're very well made. So that's basically the rifle. Just a general overlook of the rifle. It comes with a 500cc bottle. It's got a shrouded barrel, which helps quite a bit. It doesn't make it super quiet, but it does quiet the rifle down quite a bit. You got the 1/2-inch U-on-F on the end for any accessories that you would want to put on, simply by unscrewing this and then screwing another one on. Today we have a Hawk 8x32 scope. This has the extra high mounts to accommodate the thing. Usually I use sports match high mounts, but because we have this big scope on, we had to go even a little bit taller. Excuse me. Overall, I really like this rifle. This one came to me untuned. In untuned form, it was shooting 929, 930 with a 3600 psi fill or 250 bar fill, and then it would just go down. So 929, 926, 925, 920, 919, and so on down the line. It had a descending shot string. It was putting out 35 foot-pounds approximately. I think that was with 21 grain Barracudas, and that's how this model was sold, as a 35 foot-pound model. I don't like descending shot strings, so I went in and tuned the rifle. Now the rifle will get 46 shots. It'll start at 864, 865 feet per second. It'll peak right at 883, 885, and then it'll drop all the way back down to 866, and we have 46 shots, and that's with a 3600 psi fill or 250 bar fill. Overall, the rifle performs extremely well, and that's with shooting 18.1 grain JSBs. So there you have the rifle. Basic overall look of it. You got a rotary safety in the back, up, down. You got your fill port on the bottom. It's just a nice little cap they have that comes off. I like their cap. It's only held on by O-ring. Some people don't like that, but you got your Foster fill right here. Then you put your cap on. I've never had one come off, and it's nice and round and wide, so when you put your hand underneath there, it doesn't feel all funky. It's a good place. They got the gauge on the side that gives you, your bar range, so you know how much air that you have in it at all times. And it's got the bolt lever action. On the end of the bolt lever action, it has an O-ring, which makes it easy to change. It's not in the breech part, it's right on the bolt. So if you need to change it, it's pretty easy. Downside is it slides through the magazine and it wears fast. So if you're using the magazine, it'll wear out quite a bit faster. So there you have it. We will take and do some accuracy testing. We'll shoot 20 yards indoors first, and then we'll stretch it out a little bit farther, and maybe we'll shoot something fun in the end. So, alright guys, overall, great rifle. Let's get to shooting. Alright guys, here we're going to shoot, see how accurate it is. We're shooting indoors, approximately 20 yards, 18 yards. Okay, there you have it. We did 2 shots here. I was a little high. That was all the cricket. 2 shots here. I was a little right. Yep. 2 shots here. So then I decided to pick on the points, which, you know, it's pretty hard to see because the crosshairs pretty much block anything that you can see. So you got to kind of figure it out. So I went on the tip of that one, tip of that one, tip of this one, tip of this one, this one, and over there I was a little bit to the left. I didn't quite see it. But anyways, if you're a fly and you're within 20-30 yards of me and that gun, you're dead. You're going to be nothing but pink mist. So accuracy with the 18.1 grain JSB now is spectacular. In the stock form, it was okay, but not so great. It was pushing them way too fast, and it didn't have a nice shot curve. So now we got that nice curve, and we got good speed and lots of good power. So let's go do a little long range shooting. Okay, there you see my setup. That's where we're going to be shooting from. I got a little itty bitty 2.5 gallon bucket down on the floor. Give you a better look. There it is right there. And then we're going to be shooting all the way to the backyard. I'll zoom in on that in just a second. Hold on. There's the view from back. There's the bucket. That's where I'm going to be shooting off of. I'm cheating. I'm using the steady aim. And we're going to be shooting all the way back there. I get a lot of people who just don't have faith in anyone anymore, and I get, well, that wasn't that many yards, so I'm going all the way back to there. So we're going to shoot 40 yards, and then maybe we'll have some fun with some of the spinners. Alright? So that's 40 yards from here to there. Believe me or not. So, alright, I'm going to run back. And there you have pink mist. Well, it's not really pink, but we got bug mist. I just couldn't help myself. Don't have any money, but my pinky's half the size of a dime. Those are a dime or under. Forgot to adjust for the distance with the mil dots, so I was zeroed at 20 yards, and at 40 yards I'm shooting that high, and I got a mark. Because I was on a little angle, I shot a little bit to the left, so I corrected that. So I haven't played with that gun much or that setup, but once I figured it out, that bug had no chance. So let's have a little fun with something else here once. We're gonna have to back it on up. Don't want to get my camera all juicy. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're shooting that. So let's zoom out a little bit so we can have a little fun. We got more than one too, guys. So we'll see What are we going to do with that one? Let's set them up there for now. That should work. Hopefully it won't knock the other one over. Alright, let's have some fun. Shoot, almost forgot to do this. There you go. I think we took care of that. Here's the other one. Yeah, and there's a hole going out too, guys, just in case you're wondering. I believe this is the Polymag. Yes, it is. Oh, if I could only zoom up. I'll have to take a close-up of that. That's the Polymag that came through it. How do I know that? Because there was no Polymag stuck in here before, and it's a brand new pellet. So I did put Polymags in just to shoot these. So you can pretty much switch between the two. There'll be a little difference. Polymags drop faster. So anyhow, fun shooting. Alright, we're going to wrap this up. The gun will shoot under a dime at 50 yards, no problem. I haven't shot all summer long other than a shot here or a shot there, pesting in the backyard. I'm no top-notch award-winning shooter. I'm just a guy who likes to shoot. I try to shoot the best I can. So, I mean, take all that into consideration. This gun can drive friggin' tacks. No questions about it. Got a great magazine. Got good power. You can adjust them fairly easy by accessing the hammer and the springs, and you can do stuff in there with bushings and spring changes. They're pretty easy to work on. It's very comfortable stock, nice stock. Lots of shots with the 500cc bottle. This one has a barrel band. You can take that off. My other Rangers didn't have barrel bands. I don't like barrel bands that much. It doesn't seem to be affecting much. You know, it's just a matter of opinion and like and dislike. As this swells and moves around, it can affect, you know, the point of impact on the barrel with it being attached to the shroud like it is. It doesn't seem to be affecting this gun that much, so I guess I wouldn't get overly worked up over it. I just prefer floating barrels. So anyhow, great gun. You guys gotta try one. Until next time, have a good one.